아무래도 이건 이상해.
What is? Yuri laid down his chopsticks. Thanks to that, we all stared at him.
뭐가 말입니까?
등교하는 거 말이야, 등교. 정작 마이 허니는 버스로 등교하는데 내가 왜 너희들을 위해서 운전수 노릇을 해야 하는 거야? 마음에서 우러나오지 않는 일을 강요하는 건 노동력 착취야.
너다운 발언이군.
I laughed awkwardly at what Yuri said. I've been taking the bus to school instead of the limo. I felt bad since I was the one who first told him all the boys should take the limo too.
그러고 보니 나도 계속 궁금했어. 너 왜 갑자기 혼자 가겠다고 했던 거야?
I just felt like I gained weight these days because of all the food. So I'm trying to exercise and lose weight. I avoided Red's eyes so he won't find out I'm lying.
다이어트라고요?
Yeah, I've been too comfortable lately, so I gained weight. I thought it'd be good for me to exercise.
에이, 히로인. 힘세고 건강한 정의의 용사인 이 몸께서 봤을 땐 너는 별로 다이어트가 필요하지 않은 것 같은데?
And I should listen to you. Why exactly?
게다가 너희 인간은 지금 한창... 뭐더라? 번식기! 그래, 번식기잖아. 괜히 다이어트다 뭐다 할 필요 없어. 많이 먹고 많이 자고 그러면 돼.
귀를 태워버리고 싶군요. 아니, 그 입을 태우는 게 빠르겠습니다.
Lance looked like he has... Need to slow down a bit with my mental reading so that my physical reading does not slip all over with itself? Lance looked like he lost his appetite and almost threw the spoon down to the table. And he glared at Red as if he was watching an insect.
왜? 맞잖아.
I'm waiting for Yuri to say that he'll make sure I get a good workout with him. If you get my drift, wink wink nudge nudge.
무식도 그 정도면 죄가 됩니다. 번식기 아니라 성장기겠죠.
How did you even understand what he meant?
달링. 그럼 지금껏 내 에마의 승차를 거부했던 이유가 정말로 다이어트 때문이었단 말이야? 말도 안 되는 소리. 아름다움에 관해서는 이 유리님의 안목을 따라올 자가 없어. 내 이 아름다운 두 눈으로 보기에 우리 주인님의 몸매는 말 그대로 완벽 그 자체라고.
Then why did you not make sure that I knew that on your route? I would have been, avoiding a stupid subplot on it. Yana nodded fiercely at what Yuri said.
맞아요. 물론 볼륨감이 조금 아쉽긴 하지만 말이야. 그거야 우리 허니의 귀여운 점이라고 해두고.
Lance looks like he wants to set fire on his ears again.
어쨌든 건강을 위한 운동이라면 방과 후에도 충분히 할 수 있잖아.
Of course I can't. After school I have to go to Banjul so I can drink tea with my friends and stare at Tay. Well, that's true, but... I couldn't come up with more excuses, so I just hesitated. And then I caught eyes with Tay. Yes, it was actually because of Tay I decided to not take the limo. Tay told me it would be best if we keep our distance at the academy. I told him it was fine if he didn't budge. Honestly, that made me a bit upset. But I did want to disagree with him when he was so firm about it. I can't take the limo when he thinks that way.
운동하는 방법이라면 여러 가지가 있지, 마이 허니. 예를 들어 나와 함께 정열적인...
Took you long enough, Yuri? Jeez, I was expecting you to say that, by interrupting Red or something. Lance gave Yuri the look. The look he has before the flying slipper. Yuri must have noticed too since he stopped talking.
아무튼 마이 허니를 공주님처럼 모셔다 드리는 건 내 하루의 낙이란 말이지.
He obviously says my honey, so why does the translation say princess? Honestly, that's the problem.
어?
People notice me too much if I go to school with you guys, and that bothers me. On Yuri's route, we actually encounter a scene how they get out of the limo, and it overall seems to work. So you have no reason to complain. Of course, it's comfortable to take the limo to school. It's not that I don't want to go to school with my lovely dolls, but I am less troubled when I take the bus because no one notices me. And Tay won't have any reason to worry. I glance at Tay again. We didn't catch eyes this time. He just sat still.
테이는 어떻게 생각해요? 전 마스터가 다시 리무진을 탔으면 좋겠는데.
He just quietly laid down his spoon and stood up with his empty plate.
아침에 버스에는 사람이 많아서 힘들 텐데.
Yeah, the only time it will probably be empty will be between 10 and 11:30, or 1:30 to about 5 p.m. But those are times where I can't go to school.
너무 무리하지는 마.
I couldn't see his face because he was walking away. But he must be smiling like he always does, right? Okay, don't worry. Of course, Yuri still looks displeased and everyone else looked worried. There's no need to be upset when Tay is just worrying about me. Instead, I should be more careful so I can feel relieved. I stuffed the rest of the food into my mouth. Whenever I want to hear a high note like that, I just want to punch them in the face to shut them up. I do not think Eri ever does anything like that in the game. It'd be cool though.
연호야, 누나가 오늘 널 위해 선물을 가져왔어. 받아줘.
I can hear the roar in the playground from outside the window. Did the limo come? No, their doubles, body doubles came. That's why. I leaned over to the window and looked outside. The window was closed, but I could already hear the shrieks and screams. As always. Countless number of girls were surrounding the limo and screaming.
아침마다 다들 기운이 넘치네.
Shinbi came to my side and looked out the window too. She talks as if what's happening outside has nothing to do with her, but behind her were a number of her own fangirls. But if anything's different, it's that they're less aggressive.
저런 식상한 방법으로는 왕자님들의 마음을 쟁취할 수 없을 텐데. 정말로 어리석은 중생들이야.
Soy flipped up her long wavy hair and commented on how pathetic everyone was. Still, she glimpsed outside the window. But, Soy, why aren't you down there? Tay's down there too.
저런 방법으론 테이 선배의 마음을 잡을 수 없지. 나만의 왕자님에게 다가가기 위해서는 조금 더 은밀하고 조금 더 계획적인 방법이 필요해.
Soy gave a sneaky laugh. I don't know what that plan is, but I just hope you don't commit any crimes.
동감. 어머, 얘들이 무슨 섭섭한 소리니? 우리는 친구잖아, 친구. 그러니까 이유를 막론하고 도와야지. 응? 이 친구의 로맨스를 위하여.
No, I don't, and don't think that I have to. Soy, what do you mean unconditionally?
넌 이 몸이 정한 친구니까 세상 끝까지 함께야. 그렇지?
No. Soy said that while forcing her arm around my shoulder. It wasn't a friendly gesture. She was dragging me into her scheme. So you mean you'll ignore whatever I say and force me?
딱딱하게 굴지 말고 도와주라. 어? 참고로 신비 너도 포함이야? 너는 내 가족이나 다름없으니까 이 언니의 혼사를 도와야지.
Shimbi nodded without showing any expression. She didn't look interested, but I guess she's being nice in her own way. Yeah, they said they grew up together. Because of that, they seem to know each other really well. A friend who's basically family. They have something between them, something I can't even dream of getting. It does make me a bit sad, but they look good together. So I nodded happily at Shimbi's answer. Darkness overtakes me.
네 일기장 완전히 너덜너덜해졌어. 자, 볼래?
Who is it?
자, 이것 봐.
Blinding white light flashed in front of my eyes.
반줄이라는 카페에 같이 가자. 시온이라는 꽃미남 알바생이 있다는데 체크해봐야겠어.
Bonjour.
괜찮아?
Oh, I think I've heard of that place before.
응? 너 몸 안 좋은 거 아니야? 그러면 다음에 같이 가도 돼. 오늘은 신비랑 같이 다녀올게.
What was that just now? Is that a piece of my memory? But it felt so strange, like I was seeing it for the first time. Ugh. I clutched onto my aching head. Good thing I have a headache myself right now, but I took something against it. I'm just waiting for it to start working. Oh, what was that just now?
괜찮아?
Shimbi held onto me as I stumbled. My head feels like it's about to burst. My head hurts. I have to go to the infirmary.
그 양호실에 갈 바에야 차라리 조퇴를 하는 게 어때?
'Cause that medicine is closer to me than the medicine in my home?
게다가 이제 겨우 3교시라고 오후까지 참을 수 있겠어?
So I sounded worried as she asked me how I am. But I don't really want to go home. Lance and Yona will definitely know if I go home, and then the rest of the boys will get to know soon. Then they'll just worry about me the whole day. I should just try to hold up.
하지만 그 양호 선생이 있는 곳에 가겠다니 좀 걱정인데.
It's fine. I'm just going to get some pills for my headache.
같이 가줄까?
No, class starts soon.
약 먹고도 상태가 좋아지지 않으면 말해. 선생님께는 우리가 말해줄게.
Thanks. I'll be back.
그래, 다음 시간 선생님께는 우리가 말씀드려 놓을게.
No, don't tell the teacher. Then Lance and Yona will know and they will worry. And we can't have that. It's hurting more and more. Every time I take another step, I feel as if my head's pounding. Honestly, that sounds more like a migraine. You know, just in general, if we didn't know that this is about her memory or whatnot. I can't help but frown in pain. But frowning makes the headache hurt. Worse. Was I too stressed these days? Come to think of it, there were many things that bothered me recently. That harp incident, too. And that tea. But I slept well these past couple of days. It's odd. I always fell asleep right away. Is it because of the triple Z tea? Triple Z tea always makes me... God. Naming a guy who makes tea, Tay. And again, it's probably not... Maybe it is a pun, maybe that's not how it is in Korea, so... The issue isn't there. I should ask Tay to make it for me at home tonight, so I can take it to the police and have it analyzed. I recalled the scent of Triple Z and hurried to the infirmary. My head is still throbbing. Well, a headache doesn't usually go away that fast, that instantly. I stood still in front of the infirmary, unable to enter. There was a reason I couldn't. Urgent business to attend to. Don't know when I'll be back, so go to the pharmacy in case of emergency. Those irresponsible words were written in a clean and fancy handwriting. Mr. Eugene has good handwriting. I expected so little from him that I was surprised at just his handwriting. But more than that, something so urgent he had to leave the infirmary? Is Beatrice in labor, maybe? Did he find some ancient bones or something? The more I think of him, the more dangerous he seems. No, actually, this academy that hired him feels more dangerous. I got goosebumps just by thinking about where I was. I was rubbing my arms when I felt someone move behind me.
어디 아프기라도 한 거니?
Oh, Mr. Principal. He gave me a warm smile that comforted me. The principal's my grandpa's old friend and my guardian. I cheerfully said hi to him. Hello!
그래, 그런데 양호실은 무슨 일이니? 어디 아픈 게야?
No, I'm thinking of skipping class. Why the hell else would I be at the infirmary? Then again, I am health commissioner, so there would be a different reason for me to be here. He looked worried. I just have a headache. I'll be fine after taking some pills. My head kept hurting as I talked, but I pretended to be fine.
그래, 그렇다면 다행이지만. 참, 안 그래도 오늘 널 부를까 했는데 마침 잘 만났구나. 너에게 줄 것이 있었거든.
Unless it's painkillers, I don't care right now. To me?
그래, 자, 이걸 받으렴.
The principal took out a small piece of paper from his pocket and gave it to me. This is? Tickets to the amusement park?
그래, 지난번에 선물을 받았는데 네 생각이 나길래 가지고 다녔단다.
Well, I guess we are close to the end of Tay's route then.
네가 어릴 적에 네 헤레비와 여길 다녀왔던 걸 하루 종일 자랑했던 게 생각이 나지 뭐니. 마침 이렇게 만났으니 내게 주마.
I was a bit bewildered and took the tickets. And I read the letters on the ticket. It really is that place. I've been to this place just once when I was little. No, I want to ride that!
자, 꼬마야. 같이 타게 해줄 테니까 여기 손잡이 꼭 잡아야 한다. 떨어뜨리면 나도 책임을 못 져요.
I won't let go. I'll hold on to it tightly.
어린 네가 하루 종일 자랑을 하는 걸 듣고 났더니 다음날 그 친구가 내게 와서 똑같은 말을 또 하고 가더구나. 그래, 특히 회전목마를 좋아했다는 이야기가 아직도 기억이 나는구나.
Grandpa never liked the amusement park, so we went just once after I begged and begged. But when we went there, I remember I complained about something for some reason.
회전목마를 타는 네가 얼마나 기뻐 보였는지. 그 친구는 집에 회전목마를 사둬야 하나 고민까지 했단다. 그걸 본 내가 밟을 줄이라며 놀렸지.
He said that? For a moment, I became drowned in my memories of Grandpa while looking at the tickets. It's been a long time since I heard a funny story, but I can't tell him even when I get back home. He's left me. Grandpa, I miss you.
난 이만 가봐야겠구나. 많이 아프거든 조퇴해서 집에 가 쉬려무나.
Why do these people in fictional realms always so okay with sending you home for a headache? Only time I ever was allowed to stay at home was when I was really sick or had a fever. Oh, okay. I'll see you soon, Mr. Principal. The principal gave me a smile and left. I have 2 stiff pieces of paper in my hands. Come to think of it, strangely enough, my headache was gone. Is it because Grandpa cared for me? I do not understand the connection. What do you mean, because he talked with you? Reminded you of the amusement park where you probably dropped Nameless, who was the friend mentioned in the flashback earlier? I suddenly feel clear-headed. Thankfully, I could turn around from the infirmary. I happily held on to the 2 tickets.
너 스마트폰이면서 왜 트윈터 안 해?
Twin what?
트윈터. 요즘 유행하는 거잖아. 몰라?
I don't have a Twinter. I mean, a Twitter. I see no point in it. What's that?
아, 그렇게 좋은 휴대폰을 가졌으면서 휴대폰이 운다 울어. 이리 줘봐. 내가 설치해줄게.
As I held out my phone, so I snatched it away.
뭐야? 비밀번호가 걸려있네? 이거 번호 뭐야?
Yuri. Oh wait, it's probably numbers. It's the same as my old phone. So I nodded at my answer and unlocked it. Do you usually give your friends your phone's passcode? She liked the games on my old phone, so she used to borrow it often. Oh, okay. I couldn't be bothered to unlock it for her every time, so I just told her the passcode.
어디 보자. 설치해도 되지?
So I fixed her eyes on the phone and asked me that. What is it? Please tell me it's not porn. Shimbi, who was next to me, thought for a while.
간단히 말하자면 전 세계인의 공개 일기장이지.
So it's like a live journal, or Facebook, or MySpace, or all the other stuff that has been around for years.
오, 좋은 비유야.
A diary?
생각나는 대로 메모를 남기는 거거든. 쓴 글을 다른 사람들도 볼 수 있고 말이야.
I didn't understand what Shimbi meant and frowned. What's so difficult to understand about that? What? Why would you want others to read your diary?
나도 그게 궁금해.
왜 있잖아. 누군가 조용히 내 마음을 알아주었으면 좋겠다는 생각이 들 때. 그럴 때 속마음을 털어놓는 거지.
Soy said that while moving her fingers very fast. Anyways, if I write something, anyone can see it? But what do you write? You really write what you'd write in your diary?
물론 어떤 메모를 하느냐는 개인의 취향에 달려있지. 유용한 정보를 적을 수도 있고 중요한 뉴스거리를 쓸 수도 있어.
참고로 소희는 자신의 욕망을 폭발시키는 공간으로 쓰고 있어.
잠깐, 그건 내 숭고한 취미라고.
Soy, I like you, but that sounded like Mila saying that her cowlick was a charm point. I didn't buy it from her, and I ain't buying it from you.
그러면 개인의 취향은 존중할게. 대신 내 타임라인을 어지르진 말아줘.
무슨 삽한 소리. 내 트윈터가 업데이트 될 때마다 얼마나 많은 사람들이 즐거워하는데?
도찰된 사진을 보며 만족하는 사람들이 그렇게 많을 줄은 몰랐어. 그중에 내 사진이 섞여 있다는 것도 몰랐고.
Technically, I'm pretty sure you could be sued for taking pictures of people in private and publishing them without their consent.
너 봤구나?
Zoe laughed awkwardly at getting caught. If you put it on the internet, you're basically begging to be caught.
자, 여기 다 됐어. 사용법은 간단해. 이걸 누르면
Zoe told me how to use Twitter. It's a bit hard.
여러 번 하다 보면 익숙해질 거야. 너무 익숙해지면 하루 종일 하게 되니까 적당히 조절해.
Yeah, I'm sure Nameless is gonna hack into my account and delete my posts there anyway. Of course, then people will ask, dude, what happened to that post? And then I'm gonna know something's up. Maybe, unless Aria's being stupid again. Okay.
소희처럼 되지만 않으면 돼.
Alright. So I pretended to do something else at what Shinbi said, not Shinbi shade. I wonder what Soy posts on Twitter to worry Shinbi so much. I put my phone back in my pocket. There's something in my pocket. Oh, I got tickets for the amusement park earlier. While seeing the two bicker about, I asked them, you guys have time this weekend?
주말? 왜?
I have these. I took out the tickets the principal gave me.
놀이공원 티켓?
Yeah, someone I know gave them to me. I was wondering if you guys would like to go.
나 놀이공원 엄청 좋아하는데
But?
어쩌지? 나 이번 주 주말에는 학생회에서 주최하는 캠프에 참가해야 해.
Camp?
응, 학생회 회원들끼리 친목을 다진다는 뭐라나? 사실 안 가고 싶은데 이번에 빠지면 연말에 있을 총학생회에서 회계 담당을 시킨다고 해서.
연말 회계 담당이라 일거리는 따놓은 당상이겠군.
내 말이 그 말이야. 그래서 이번엔 절대 빠질 수가 없게 됐어. 치, 아쉽다.
So I looked sorry and grumbled. No, it's fine. It was already on your schedule. How about you, Shinbi?
나도 이번 주에는 촬영 스케줄이 꽉 잡혀 있어.
Oh, okay. You both can't go.
신경 써줬는데 미안.
No, you both have important things to do. And I asked you guys too late. Oh well, nothing I can do.
다음에 시간이 나면 그때 같이 가자. 나 롤러코스터 엄청 좋아해.
Yeah, okay. Soy and Shinbi stood up to go and prepare for the next class. I sat there by myself looking at the two tickets. I can only use them until this weekend. What should I do? Although I had a knack for playing by myself, I don't want to go to the amusement park alone. Besides, the principal gave me 2 tickets. Should I ask someone else to go with me? I looked at the empty seat beside me. Yeah, Yono might go with me. But I feel like if he gets on a roller coaster, he'll come down crying. You don't have to go onto a roller coaster in an amusement park. I don't want to torture the poor kid. Lance... I'm too scared to even ask. I glimpsed at Lance, who was quietly reading a book. I'm scared he'll refuse before I can even say amuse. If I go with Yuri, I'll surely just play around, and Red will probably get too hyper and attract people's attentions. I won't be able to handle both of them. Red would be a bit easier to handle than Yuri, but still, I'll suffer with both. If someone can go with us... At that moment I thought of someone. There's only one person who can handle Red. Tay! Everyone's mom! But I worried about something else now. He told me we should keep our distance at the academy. Would he go to the amusement park with me? Considering the amusement park is not part of the academy... But the amusement park is much larger than the academy, and there'd be more strangers there. Besides, it's not just the two of us. Red's going too. Says who? You only have 2 tickets. I was mumbling to myself. I felt like I was making an excuse, and my face heated up a bit. My heart pounded with the red face. I also felt excited at thinking about my memories with Grandpa. Besides, the principal cared enough to give these to me. I shouldn't miss this chance. I hurried and searched for Tay's number. But when I actually found his number, I couldn't help but hesitate. What should I do? I would more ask, wouldn't it be better to ask him when he's at home? But okay, let's contact him. Unless he offers me some triple ZT over the phone. I should at least try. I should just ask him. If you want, let's go. I sent a text to Red. What? And a few minutes later... Oh, a text. Aww. Poor Red. Amusement park. You should have told me earlier. I have rehearsal this weekend. Oh, rehearsal for the play. Then he won't be able to go. I hid my disappointment and texted back. Alright, no choice. Good luck with rehearsal. Everyone's busy. Except you are once again ignoring Tay. And Tay doesn't like to be ignored. I felt depressed as even Red refused me. Then only Tay's left. If I absolutely must, I'll go with the amusement park with Tay. Oh, the horror. Then again, knowing him, he probably will go into the haunted house with me, and he'll be the scariest thing in there. I should at least ask him, too. Gathered up the courage to text him. If you have time this weekend, let's go to the amusement park. Oh, the bell rang. I quickly put my phone back in my bag. I guess he'll text me back. I should wait. Sounds like a good idea. I'm back! I saw everyone's shoes except Lance's. Everyone must be back already, except Lance.
오셨어요, 마스터?
히로인 왔어?
달링, 뭐부터 할래? 목욕? 아니면 나 유리표 특제 마사지?
A massage would be nice, although it sounded like he said touch massage. And while a massage involves touching to begin with, I don't like that combination when you say it like that. Thanks, but no thanks to both. I'm too hungry, I feel like fainting. I didn't eat lunch properly and my stomach kept growling.
그렇다면 거절은 아니로군. 앙큼하긴.
점심 제대로 안 먹은 거야?
Well, no. For some reason I peered at him as I answered. Tay didn't say anything and just took my bag. And he quietly headed towards the kitchen. I suddenly remembered Red asked him about the amusement park. He did? Aside from us, nothing new. But seeing that he didn't say anything, he mustn't want to go. But I was bothered that he didn't give me a definite answer. Where's Lance?
학생회 일 때문에 늦는데요. 뭐였더라? 주말에 캠프?
캠프?
아, 맞다. 캠프요. 그 준비 때문에 늦으니까 기다리지 말라고 했어요.
Oh, okay. I remember Soy said she was busy because of the camp. I forgot Lance was also part of the student government. Guess he joined it without my having to push him. Then he would have said no even if I had asked. I'm glad I didn't ask him. But I thought Lance wouldn't go to the camp since there'd be a lot of people. But it's part of his job. He'd totally do it. Lance always keeps to himself, so I thought he wouldn't like staying with the group.
나도 의외라고 생각했지. 그런데 학생의 담당 선생이 그 녀석을 꽤 마음에 들어 하더군. 그래서 이번에도 조장인지 뭔지를 맡은 모양이야. 싫으면 안 하면 될 텐데 맡은 일은 또 팔 걷어붙이고 척척한다니까. 피곤한 성격이야.
You suddenly took your mask off. Ah, okay, so this isn't just a weird sprite change. Yuri peeled off the facial mask from his face. A facial mask goes onto the face to begin with, yes.
그래서 아까 복도에서 은갈치랑 만났을 때 괜히 시비를 걸었구만.
시비라고요?
그래. 아까 식당 가는 길에 복도에서 만났거든. 그런데 다짜고짜 앞에 서더니 길을 막는다고 비키라잖아. 우척 통행도 모르냐 이러면서.
You mean keep to the right?
알게 뭐야. 그냥 비키라고 하면 될 걸 가지고 복도에서 왜 잔소리를 시작하냐고.
Red pouted. And Yuri nodded.
그냥 무시하면 될 작은 일도 꼭 바로잡아야만 직성이 풀리는 피곤한 성격이란 말이지. 나랑은 영 안 맞아.
Yuri crumpled up the facial mask and threw it into the trash can. Yuna watched it as if Yuri was doing some sort of magic. I think he muttered he peeled off his skin. Well, some facial masks do that as part of their effects. But so do you do when you wash your face to begin with, or even wash your hands.
쓰레기통에 제대로 넣지 그래? 제대로 안 들어갔어. 그리고 먹을 거 차려놨어.
But not for anyone else. Tay came out of the kitchen and said that. Oh, okay. I followed Tay into the kitchen. Wow.
냉장고에 있던 걸로 급히 만든 거야. 그래서 별로 대단한 음식이 아니라 미안.
In front of me was a fresh salad with cheese and tomatoes. Sorry, you had to cook again because of me.
무슨 소리? 내가 좋아서 하는 일인걸.
As I sat down, Tay sat beside me too. I speared the salad with my fork and put it in my mouth. It's good. The dressing tasted perfect with the salad. As I tried this and that, Tay watched me the whole time. You didn't drug the salad dressing, did you? When I finished about half the plate, Tay opened his mouth.
놀이공원 말인데. 괜찮아?
I swallowed the wrong way when he suddenly brought up the subject that's been bothering me the whole time. I barely swallowed the food caught in my throat and nodded. Tay hurried and got me a glass of water. Yeah, go on.
미안하지만 그날 아르바이트가 있어.
Work? It's the weekend. Well, it's not like a cafe, closes down for the weekend.
어쩌다 보니 그렇게 됐어.
To be honest, I sort of expected Tate to say no. But I feel a bit upset now that he really has. Alright, oh well. You could still ask Yuri. I tried my best to hide my disappointment and munched on the food.
그런데 갑자기 웬 놀이공원이야?
Someone gave me the tickets and they're only good until this weekend. I showed him the tickets in my pocket and told him that.
우연히? 누구한테 받은 거야?
Someone that you don't need to drug, please. Tay's face changed slightly. Yeah, the principal upstairs. I saw him at the academy today. He gave me the tickets and talked about Grandpa. He told me these tickets reminded him of Grandpa and when I was little. I thought about Grandpa after he said that. I haven't thought about him in a while. So I wanted to go. That's where I went with Grandpa. Well, he's not with me right now. To be honest, I wasn't exactly interested in the amusement park. I just wanted to relive the memories I had with Grandpa. So I really wanted to go, but I have 2 tickets in my hand. I can't go by myself.
지금 날 빼놓고 이야기하는 거야? 섭섭한 걸.
Sorry, my finger accidentally hit the enter button and I skipped. I skipped, but as you can see, she didn't really say anything important. Suddenly, someone cut into our conversation. And before I could even turn around, a hand snatched away one of the tickets. Yuri? Yuri was looking at the tickets with a fascinated face. He looked like he had just found a fun game. And he saw the other ticket in my hand, looked more excited to check that there were only 2 tickets. I didn't even ask Yuri. So I did feel a bit sorry. Yuri looked happy, I was a bit flustered, and, Tay... Huh? Tay's face was hardened a bit for some reason.
사실 놀이공원은 별로 좋아하지 않지만 마이 허니와 단둘이 간다면 이야기가 다르지. 좋아, 좋아. 오케이, 같이 가줄게.
What?
너무 기뻐서 놀랐지? 이해해. 나도 마이 허니와 단둘이 데이트를 한다고 생각하니 너무 떨리고 가슴이 설레서 말이 잘 안 나와.
잠깐, 오늘 의견은
I have nothing against this.
시간은 언제가 좋아, 마이 허니?
Considering it has to be this weekend... Huh? Actually... Yuri didn't wait for my answer and checked the tickets in his hand.
이번 주말까지로군. 좋아, 알았어. 그럼 오전에 나가서 즐겁게 놀다가 저녁에는 근사한 레스토랑에 들렀다가 오자고.
Can the festive restaurant have curry? I'd really like to eat that. And he waved the ticket he just snatched away and smiled.
사내 녀석들이 쓸데없이 드글대는 이 집이 아니라 밖에서 널 보게 되다니 여러 의미로 기대가 되는걸?
잠깐만.
마이 허니보다 이 일을 택한 사람이 무슨 핑계거리가 있으실까?
Tay's face hardened more at what he said. Is it because Yuri didn't throw away the facial mask properly? Eri, stop being dumb. You seem to treat each other worse today.
이번 주말에 마이 허니는 온전한 내 것이로군. 우리 두 사람은 오붓한 데이트를 즐길 예정이니 방해하지 말라고.
Yuri declared to Tay and winked at me. And then he hurriedly disappeared into his room. For a moment, silence flowed between me and Tay. It was Tay's sigh that broke the silence.
정말로 유리 멋대로 하게 둘 거야?
No. Actually, I think he's sort of pissed off. Well, he said he'd go with me, so I guess I have to thank him. Or else I'll have to throw away the tickets. Besides, the principal gave them to me. You know, you could have just given the ticket to a classmate or something. I don't want to waste his kindness. There won't be any problems, will there? I'm a bit nervous. If I think about it, Yuri's just a bit tiresome. There's nothing really troubling. It's not Yuri I'm worried about. He's not mean or anything, so there won't be any serious problems. I'll just deal with him for the day. It won't be that bad to enjoy a special day with Yuri, since he's the one who'll go. But Tay's reaction bothered me. He quietly frowned after listening to my answer. I didn't dare to ask why and just quietly finished my meal. Tay's silence bothers me. You'll get the double dosage in the tea tonight. That's weird. Why does my head hurt so much today? You know, depending on the pain, where it's located, and how bad it is and how frequent, I would probably head to the hospital just to make sure. You know, that it's not like an aneurysm or a blood clot. But we know it's not that. Unless the doll's becoming real is nothing but a brain tumor fantasy of hers. But that wouldn't explain why the entire school is going along with it. Unless my theory is correct in that she, had an accident years ago and is in a coma, and this is just going on, everything here, from her grandfather's death onward. The headache came back. I just frowned at the prickling pain. At least it's prickling and not stabbing. Did we have medicine in the house? I remembered where I put the pills and stood up. Who is it? Come in. Oh, Tay. Can we skip the tea tonight? I don't think I should have drug tea when I'm already taking, ibuprofen or something. You know, I don't want to mix and match everything. Tay was holding a plate in one of his hands.
역시 깨어 있을 줄 알았어. 과일 좀 깎았는데 먹을래?
Oh, thanks. Why fruit?
어디 가려고?
Yeah, I was about to get the medicine box in the living room. Why would you have it there?
어디 다쳤어?
No, my head just hurts.
많이 아파? 두통 외에 다른 증상은?
Well, I do keep having these weird flashes of some random voice talking to me. But I'm sure I'm not in the right range for schizophrenia suddenly popping up. Huh? Tay's face suddenly changed. It's nothing that serious. I felt more flustered to seem so surprised.
언제부터 아팠던 거야? 오래됐어?
It's nothing serious. I had a brief headache this morning and I felt fine. Don't think about it too much. I'll be fine after I take the pill.
기다려봐. 내가 가져다 줄게.
I am a woman and I cannot do anything on my own. Huh? No.
금방 돌아올게.
Tay left the room abruptly. I think he took the headache too seriously. It was a bit embarrassing. And I felt bad about worrying Tay again. A few moments later, Tay came back to my room.
자, 여기. 약이랑 물. 2알 먹으면 된대.
Personally, I take my headache dosage medicine depending on how bad it is. Thanks. I feel like he won't be relieved until he sees me take the pills. I put the pills into my mouth. They must have melted a bit in his hands as I tasted the weirdness. Spit him out. Spit him out. I suggested. He's already drugging you for the past several weeks. I do not trust any pill he gives you now. So preferably spit it out. I felt thankful for the piece of fruit on my desk and put one in my mouth. Tay just watched quietly until I swallowed the fruit. I don't know why the pills are always so bitter. I wish there'd be something I can just plaster on my head. I tried to make a joke, but it didn't work on him.
또 머리가 아프면 나한테 얘기해줘. 알았지?
Yeah, actually, I'm not drugging you because I'm evil. I'm actually part of a, clinical trial. to see what the drugs do on girls in your age range, so, I need to know these details so I can give accurate reports. It's just a headache. Tay stares at me. Ugh. I think I just have to give in this time. I ended up nodding reluctantly. I feel like I'm being scolded by my mom.
그리고 이건 어떻게 할 거야?
Huh? Tay pointed at the amusement park tickets on the desk. Yuri returned the ticket he already took? He was like this before. Does he hate me going with Yuri that much? Well, according to the bad ending, he hates you having a past to begin with, so he hates you having a present also? I definitely gave him my answer. Tay must have hoped I'd change my mind. But if I changed plans now, I'd feel bad to Yuri, who cared too. I didn't do anything wrong, but I mumbled as if I was making an excuse. Well, there's no one else to go with me, and I can't just throw them away. So I think I'll just go with Yuri. Soy, Shimbi, and everyone else told me they all had plans. I'm actually glad Yuri said he has time. I'm a bit worried about his jokes, but I feel it's better to just endure them rather than throw the tickets away.
유리를 너무 믿는 것 아니야?
Tay was being unnecessarily serious. I felt a bit uncomfortable that he was being so harsh on Yuri. Regardless of how Yuri is, he's my family too. I tried to smile and soften up the conversation. Well, I am a bit worried too. Yuri's pretty nasty. But, well, I mean, how bad can it be? He's a bit mischievous, but he's not mean. But Tay looked more offended as I took Yuri's side.
놀이공원이 너에게 정말 중요한 곳이니?
Uh-huh. Tay asked as if he really wants to know.
아까 놀이공원에 대해서 말하다가 말았잖아. 너에겐 이 장소가 그렇게 의미가 큰 곳인 거야?
Oh, that's... I remembered what I was talking about in the kitchen. Right, I stopped talking in the middle. I quietly remembered what I wanted to say. I talked about Grandpa, right? This is the first and last amusement park I've ever been to. 1 too many for the 2 there. And I went there with Grandpa. I was pretty little then, but I still remember riding the merry-go-round. I had that much fun there. Recalling your memories feels like being in a dream. The music flowing out from the speakers, bright sunlight, blue sky, and Grandpa's smile. My heart beat fast at every single thing I recalled. And the principal gave me these tickets. He got them as a gift, but he kept them because they reminded him of me. He cared about me that much. It'd be rude to just throw them away. Tay listened quietly as I talked, and when I finished, he opened his mouth.
그렇다면 차라리
아으, 내가 오늘에야말로 방 바꾼다. 더 이상 저 까탈스러운 녀석과는 못 살아.
The door burst open and the band cut Tay's words. Red came in screaming and ranting.
총사령관, 너도 여기 있었네? 아, 혹시 너도 방 바꾸려고? 하긴 그 느끼한 녀석이랑 같은 방을 쓰는 것도 고역이겠지. 이참에 나랑 한 방을 쓰는 건 어때? 제스탱이와 느끼남을 한 방에 몰아넣고.
타이밍 한번 기가 막히는군.
I was about to reveal a good side about myself. I cannot do that.
아무것도 아니야. 이 아이는 이제 쉬어야 하니까 나가자.
야, 밀지 마. 난 방금 들어왔다고.
Tay didn't try to continue our conversation, got up from his seat. Andy pushed Tay's back and forced him out. And meanwhile, I didn't understand what was going on, just glanced around. Tay looked mad, but Red looked mad, but Tay didn't seem to care. After pushing Red out the door, Tate turned around and said bye.
그럼 푹 쉬어.
아이 잠깐만. 히로인, 방 바꾸는 거 허락해 줄 거지?
나가서 이야기하자.
총사령관, 지금 꼬집었지?
Red's voice faded away and the door closed. Thanks to Red making a fuzz, I was a bit dazed. I think Tay wanted to say something before Red barged in. Did he forget because of Red? But I can't just go out and ask him now. He'll tell me next time. He'll tell me next time if it's something important. I felt a bit more comfortable about thinking that. I'm suddenly sleepy. He drugged the fruit. Or the pills, as I said. But my head still hurt despite the pills I just took. I took my pills, one pill. I took my ibuprofen pill shortly before starting up this video, and this is 57 minutes in. I can still notice a bit the headache, but, it takes a while for pills to work. At least 15, 30 minutes, usually. I'd be surprised what kind of awesome medicine you have that the headache just disappeared within minutes. Instead, I just grew sleepy. Was I too tired or something? I stood up and headed to my bed. I fell asleep quickly after I buried myself in the sheets. Uh, 57 minutes. I'm thinking the rest of this chapter is probably going to take a bit longer again, so I'm going to just stop here and then continue next time.